All right, Sean, we got Tesla. Tesla's at 277. It did have a 3-to-1 split a couple of days ago that went into effect. Looks like people, obviously, I don't know how it is. Well, obviously, we know how it is. Some people, I feel like some people know about it, about the split coming, and they just buy it when it's low. I'm thinking they probably bought it back in the middle of June, knowing that it was coming or they were thinking about it. And once it splits, obviously they just unload it. It happens similar to the last time it split. You get this you get like a peak, and then they unload it. So they've split twice in the last little over a year. So it's crazy. You almost never see that from any company.
Well, I mean, this price of this stock is just out of control. I mean, what's the market cap on Tesla?
It's a little less than a trillion.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And splitting a stock is a strategy traditionally implemented to bring down the price to entry to stimulate more additional stock purchases. If it costs $800, you're pricing a lot of people out of the market. So now it's
I mean, it worked last time when they did the split.
And everything was going up last time.
The value went from being 400 or 500 billion to now to a trillion.
It's crazy.
But they can't. I mean, to go from a trillion to 2 trillion, it's not gonna happen.
Can you name another company that has a market cap of $1 trillion?
Yeah, Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft.
But Tesla is none of those.
Yeah. That's the comparison. Like they do compare to like Microsoft, for example. Like, would you rather have $100,000 worth of Microsoft or Tesla?
Right.
And I think the majority say Microsoft, especially the old school people.
I just looked it up. So the price earnings ratio as of August 29th, 102.95. Tesla's PE ratio. Price earnings ratio is the price of the stock over the earnings per share, and it tells you how much money it's making per dollar of earnings. How much is it worth? And it's just like, I mean, I think a good price earnings ratio is like $10.
Yeah, like $5
or $15.
$5 would be solid.
I mean,
10,
this is like
great.
102. I don't think I've ever seen a PE ratio that high.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like the smaller companies are hammered on that. But when it comes to Tesla, nobody cares. It's like Musk has been on record many times in saying he's going to keep his other companies separate. Everybody's hoping that it's kind of like Facebook, how they integrated Instagram, and how Google integrated YouTube. Musk has been on record many times saying that he's not going to do that with SpaceX, and he's not going to combine both SpaceX and Tesla. Like he did with Solar City, I guess, and he put it under their wing.
He bought out Solar City, didn't he?
Yeah, so he put it under his wing with Tesla, but he's already said he's not going to do that with Starlink.
So is that it? People think he's gonna.
I hope they're thinking. That's the only reason.
Acquire SpaceX.
That's the only reason I would keep Tesla. I mean, just like the whole idea of being an electric car, like there's millions. I have an electric car, and it's a Volkswagen one. Great car, by the way. We're not sponsored by Volkswagen in any way, but there's alternatives out there. There's alternatives. Tesla. What sucks about Tesla, just the car itself. I hate that you can't use other outlets. Whereas like the other cars, you can use multiple outlets. The charge points, the EV goes. So it's just strictly speaking, as a car maker or a car manufacturer, I can't see it being worth 5 or what is it? What's the math? Like 3 or 4 of the biggest companies in the world combined. Ford, Toyota, and Honda. Like if you combine even all those market caps, you still don't even get a Tesla.
Ford Motor Company's market cap, $61.63 billion.
Exactly. So
and Tesla is like $1 trillion.
Yeah, 800 billion plus. So they're saying that it's worth 12 plus Fords. You can't.
It's just irrational.
Yeah, that's really this is for like the old school folks. That's their argument, right? It's still a car company, and in Tesla's defense, they've been saying that even when Tesla was at today's dollars or today's math at $14. So even when it was that low,
and yet I'm pulling up the short interest on Tesla right now. The short percent of the float is 2.31%.
Yeah, but again, if you look at that with like monetary, it is the highest shortest stock still. Bill Gates owns $500 million of that short.
Michael Burry.
Yeah, Michael Burry is up there. So these are obviously all rumors, but there's a little bit of truth to that, obviously, with every rumor.
I mean, how could you not short a company with
if you have the money
102.95
that's so when you split a company, when you go from $800 to $276, if you're shorting a stock that's close to $1,000, you're responsible for the entire $1,000 and even more sometimes.
Now it's I see.
So now it's $276. So
it basically made it easier to short.
Yeah. So just
risky.
like he made it easier to go up like it did last time, but he also made it easier to short. So that's why like with these like even with like GameStop days when they were shorting that, it was only like a $3 stock. Like so they were like it's easier. It's cheap. I mean they got banged because it was hard to go
squeezed.
But anyway, it's easier to short a stock when it's lower because
explain why
you can buy more and you're only covering what it costs. I mean, can Tesla go up to 1,000? Probably, but highly unlikely. So you're able you're able to buy a cheaper put. So instead of having to pay, $40 for a put or whatever it is, or $400, you're now paying 3 times less than it was yesterday or last week, because the higher the stock is, the more expensive the put or the short is. Now it's cheaper. Now you can get it cheaper. So yeah, you better believe these hedge funds are going to be like, yeah, give me three as many for to short this guy. So we'll see. If you had $1,000, are you going to buy Tesla?
No, I buy not long.
I mean, even like short, would you buy like a 1 year, like buy today and sell it next July?
I mean, I don't know. There's so many other options out there in the market. I don't know if I mess with Tesla because you don't really know what's going to happen. It's grossly overpriced, but what does that mean? Does that have any bearing on? I mean, market. Musk has got like a cult of personality that follows him, and they love this guy, and they will buy his stock. And who knows? You could get burned.
I have a question for you. If we're looking, if we were talking about how it's worth almost four car companies or more. Would you rather have 4 of those stocks or 1 Tesla? In other words, have one same value, $1,000 worth of Tesla or $1,000 split among the 4 other car companies.
Yeah, definitely split.
Yeah, get the 4 other ones. Have a share of Toyota, Ford, and Volkswagen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, going into uncertain economic times, I don't know. Are car sales still going to be through the roof? I don't know.
It's just some of these people like brag about having Tesla stock. But now it's just kind of like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're smart now. I don't know. So yeah, definitely, I agree with you.
The other thing is we have to assume that a lot of the people that own this are like on highly leveraged accounts, and when stuff starts tanking, it's gonna wipe them out, and they're gonna automatically just start requiring it to be liquidated.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe they're gonna hold
Maybe I don't know. Musk Army will hold strong.
I think this is even if you were not even gonna follow Tesla, I think it's so hard to avoid because it's everywhere. Every single money channel has it. It's hard to avoid Tesla. We're gonna have to talk about it by default. We're gonna have to follow it by default. Yeah, I think it's. If you had to ask me, if you're asking me if is it higher for it to get back to 1,000, or is it easier for it to get back to 1,000, or easier for it to get back to even like $50? I don't know. I think $50 maybe. I don't know. But again, I don't have Bill Gates' money to short this one. And if I did, I don't know if I would, but those guys do, and they're doing it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would steer clear of this on the upside or the downside. Frankly, I don't know about this guy.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at it now, and it's down a few percent since yesterday when they released a split. So we'll see.